Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are going to start the presentation for Hajj. This Hajj class, inshallah, we started with recitation of Quran, and I would ask Maulana Sheikh Muhammad Jawad Sa'adat Man to come and read the ayat of Hajj from Quran.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولله على الناس حج البيت من استطاع إليه سبيلا ومن كفر فإن الله غني عن العالمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وأذن في الناس بالحج يأتوك رجالا وعلى كل ضامر يأتين من كل فج عميق. صدق الله العلي العظيم. صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. أحسن الله عليكم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين، ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولله على الناس حج البيت من استطاع إليه سبيلا ومن كفر فإن الله غني عن العالمين. First of all, I would like to extend my greetings and congratulations to all of you who are going to get this one of the greatest blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to go and perform Hajj. This is a true blessing. And it is one of the wajibat that you just heard this ayat, which says that Hajjul Bayt is one of the rights of Allah on people. وَلِلَّهِ عَلَى النَّاسِ. one of the rights of people, it is for Allah on people to perform Hajj. Then since Allah is Rahim and Kareem, He made some exception by saying, Man istata'a ilayhi sabila. Not everybody, only those people who can do it. And this ability is of many kinds: financial ability, physical, or if there are any obstacle for going to Hajj, it not remains wajib anymore. So wajib if all the aspects of Hajj to perform are easy for a person. وَمَنْ كَفَرَ, but if somebody denies this, but use the word kafara, very strong word, you know this word. فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَنِيٌّ عَنِ الْعَالَمِينَ. Allah is self-sufficient. Allah is not needy. Allah is needless from everyone in this whole universe. It shows the importance of Hajj, and there are so many riwayat and ayat that also indicate the importance of this great pilgrimage to Baytullah, to the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in dua, not just hadith and ayat, but also we have ad'iyah, du'as, supplications for Hajj. See, in whole Ramadan, in every night, there are so many supplications that you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give you tawfiq and ability to perform Hajj. Which again indicates the importance of this great act that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you the opportunity to perform it. This presentation, I named it Hajj Step by Step. The issues and masail and rules and laws of Hajj are easy, but still complicated. Easy when you do them and you understand them, it becomes very easy. Otherwise, they're very complicated. I try to make it real easy for everybody. And once you, inshallah, go through this presentation, when you finish this presentation and you go to practice this in the Hajj, you feel that you know almost everything there, and you are not unaware of the places and of the issues and the rules and laws of Hajj. Then maybe some masail still be needed. Then you can ask the alim of your group. Don't hesitate to ask. Don't shy to ask. Always you should ask the questions. Step by step. So first we need to prepare for Hajj. Preparation for Hajj is necessary, just like you prepare for any other ibadat. So first of all, as any other ibadat, you need to do it qurbatan ila Allah. This is the base of every ibadat. If you lose qurbatan ila Allah, you lose everything. So qurbatan ila Allah is not just like in salat you say, I am offering these 2 rakat salat qurbatan ila Allah, Allahu Akbar. When you say qurbatan ila Allah, means you're doing it for the sake of Allah only, because He said it is wajib and now it became wajib on me. I am meeting all those conditions, and now I have to do the Hajj. Why should I do the Hajj? Why should I spend this much money, my time, all these efforts, all these it's hardship. It's not easy to go all the way from here to Mecca and Medina, and in this weather and in this situation hard. Why are you doing it? If Allah forbid ever you thought, yeah, I'm going for Hajj because if I don't go to Hajj, people will say, oh, you didn't do Hajj so far. You're not Haji yet? So let me become Haji so people can call me Haji, astaghfirullah. If this is the reason of part of the reason for going to Hajj, you lost everything. So qurbat in Allah is fasting. Only for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because He has ordered me to do it. Period. Nothing else. The second thing for preparation is to fulfill the rights of other people. If you have any right of anybody on you, try to pay it back. Because while you have rights of people on you as obligation and you're doing Hajj, Hajj is not just a set of rituals, but it is an ibadah which should be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is why you have heard many times that somebody who has taken a personal loan from somebody and he has to pay it back, he didn't pay it back, so this person cannot perform Hajj. Why? Because you have money for Hajj, but you don't have money to pay it back to somebody who is the owner of the money which is in your hand, in one sense, right? Because he lended you money and you owe him that money, so you have to pay him back before you go to Hajj. If you have money, either you pay him back or you go to Hajj, you should pay him back first, then you see if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you more money, then go to Hajj. Otherwise, no. Hajj is not wajib on you. Of course, this doesn't apply on the loan that you take for your house here, for your house loan or other loans or credit card loans. Otherwise, there will be no Hajj for anybody, especially in this country. Everybody has to pay his mortgage. Everybody has borrowed money from the banks. Why? Because in your contract, they are not requiring you to pay the money on certain specific time. Rather, sometimes they are happy if you delay, so they get more interest from you. But if it is personal loan, you took it from somebody and you promised to give it back in certain time, in a specific time period, then you have to pay it back. If you have any question, you can ask the questions, but I prefer that if you have pen and paper, write those questions, and in the end of the presentation it will be easier. Or if you want to stop me, it is fine, I don't mind. You can raise your hand if you have any question. Those who are watching online, they can call me on this number 630-935-7862. 630-935-7862. You can call me and I will answer your questions, inshallah. The third thing, which is very much important for everybody who is trying to go for Hajj in terms of preparation, is to learn the rules and laws of Hajj. And that's why you are here today, right? This is the purpose. MashaAllah, you are fulfilling this obligation of you. And also keep in mind, for Hajj, just like other ibadat, most of the masail are very common. Few of them are such masail which maraji differ in their fatawa on those, some masail, not all of them. So what I'm going to explain now is mostly from the point of view of Ayatollah Sistani. But if I came across some place where I know that it is different from other maraji, I will inshallah let you know, or you ask, if you want to ask me a question, if you are muqallid of any other mujtahid than Ayatollah Sistani, please let me know. So this is in one page. It is a classification of Hajj. Hajj is of three kinds. Two of them, Ifrad and Qiran, have nothing to do with us, because this doesn't belong to us. It is for people who live close to Mecca, around that area, around 48 miles distance. More than 48 miles, then for them there is no Ifrad and no Qiran. For them is Tamattu', Hajj Tamattu'. So for us, it is Hajj. So that's why we are not going to talk about those two, although those two also have specific masail for them. So we are going to speak on Hajj Tamattu'. If you want me any time to speak in Urdu, I will do it too for you. So Hajj Tamattu' is wajib, once in lifetime. If you are going to do it one more time, it is mustahab for you, and you can do it on behalf of somebody else. But first time is wajib. Now this Hajj Tamattu' has two parts. Hajj Tamattu' has two parts, and you are going to perform your Hajj in these two parts. And that's why you are going to wear ihram two times. One for Umrah Tamattu', it's called Umrah Tamattu'. Other one is called Hajj Tamattu'. Although it is part of Hajj Tamattu', but again it's called Hajj Tamattu'. Umrah Tamattu' has 5 actions, 5 deeds, 5 steps. Hajj Tamattu' has 13 steps. Altogether 18. So just remember these numbers. You are going to do 5 things in Hajj, in Umrah Tamattu', and you have to do Umrah Tamattu' before Hajj Tamattu'. Then once you finish these 5, you will start Hajj Tamattu', and you have to perform these 13 things, which we inshallah will going to discuss now. Now Hajj Tamattu' at a glance. In one page, in one glance, you will see what Hajj Tamattu' is. The 5 parts, 5 things. First is ihram. We'll discuss everything in details after this. Second is tawaf. Third is salat tawaf. Fourth is sa'i. Fifth is taqsir. So this is the whole thing. Umrah at-Tamattu'. After you finish Umrah Tamattu', then you go to Hajj Tamattu'. Hajj Tamattu' at a glance. In this page you see all those 13 acts. You do them in these areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so it is Safa wa Marwa, Haram, Mina, Muzdalifah, and Arafat. So originally you start from Haram with Tawaf, then you go to Arafat, inshallah we'll discuss this, then Muzdalifah, then Mina, then come to Haram again. Okay, now let's go to the details of these. See the timeline. This page is also very beneficial for you to understand the mapping. When you go somewhere, if you know the map, it becomes easy for you. Keep this map in your mind. Not just the place, but also the time. When you are going to do what and where. When, what, where. So what you are going to do? Ihram. Where? So there is a place for it. When? So now we are going to speak about when in this page. When? 9th of the Hijjah. Ihram in Arafat, 9th of the Hijjah. Then the night of 9th, between 9 and 10th, Muzdalifah, number 3. Number 4, 5 and 6, 10th of the Hijjah. Number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, between 10th and 12th Dhul Hijjah. 12th and 13th, 11th to 12th Dhul Hijjah. So this is the timeline in one page. And where? You see the arrows? The arrow will show you where. So Ihram is in Mecca, then go to Arafat. You see in the end there is Arafat. See the arrow? Starting from 9th, 10th Dhul Hijjah, it goes to Arafat. From then you come to Muzdalifah. From there you come to Mina. From Mina you go to Haram. From Haram again you come to Mina. Easy to understand. See the arrows. The arrow will show you. So keep this page in mind, inshallah. And later on you can get the print of this presentation. Inshallah, I can give you the print. Yeah. Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense to me now.
Yes.
And if I get a printout, it will really be.
Sure. Yes. When you have this in your mind, when you go to Hajj, yeah, you will feel that you are familiar with the places already. You know the map already. You know the timeline already. You know the names of the things you are going to do already, and when and where and why and what you are going to do. Let's go to first step from originally, sorry. Umrah Tamattu. In Umrah Tamattu, first thing was what? Ihram. So in Umrah Tamattu will take little more time than Hajj Tamattu. Hajj Tamattu are 13 manasik. Here are only 5, but this 5 will take more time while explaining than those 13. Why? Because once you know these 5, then we don't have to repeat those things in Hajj Tamattu. We'll go fast. For example, Ihram. You are going to learn about Ihram here. The same Ihram will be repeated in those 13. So we don't have to talk about Ihram. Tawaf. Rules of Tawaf, we'll learn it here. You don't again, 2 times we are going to mention Tawaf in Hajj. You don't have to go through all those details again. So the second part, which is Hajj Tamattu, though there are more actions there, but less time inshallah will take. Here in this 5 will take more time in explanation. But I want to make it very easy for you to understand, inshallah. So, you left your home. There are certain mustahab du'as. Read those du'as. Do the ghusl before you leave. And give sadaqah. And of course, pay your wajibat and everything. Then when you go, inshallah, you come to Makkah. So there are two ways how you go to Hajj. Most of the caravans, they go to Medina first, especially the followers of Ahlul Bayt. Most 90% of the groups go to Medina first for two reasons. One is so that they can go and do salam to Rasulullah first and do dua there, and to his progeny, his awsiya. There are 4 imams and Janab Fatima salamullah alayha. There are 6 ma'sumin there. So great. You go and do the salam, and other companions and relatives of the Prophet also buried in Jannatul Baqi. You go and visit and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala there to accept your Hajj. When you go there, it becomes easy for you. So, but anyway, you have to do the ihram. You start with ihram. This is the first thing you do in your Hajj. In ihram, there are three things to do for ihram. Number 1 is niyat. Niyat of ihram. You say, I am wearing this ihram for Umrah Tamattu' of Hajjatul Islam. It's called Hajjatul, not Hujjatul Islam. Hajj. Or Hajjul Islam. Or Hajj. Just say Hajj. Wajib qurbatan Allah Ta'ala. It is wajib first time. Second time if you do it, it becomes mustahab for you. If you are doing Hajj for somebody else, you say that I'm performing this Hajj on behalf of such and such person, Fulan ibn Fulan, wajib qurbatan Allah, because you are performing on behalf of him wajib. If you are performing on behalf of him mustahab, say mustahab. Qurbatan Allah Ta'ala. This is the niyyat. After niyyat, something very, very important. And then don't forget it. Don't take it easy. Many people take this easy. Very, very important is to know how to say the talbiyah. Talbiyah. As you said the niyat, immediately after niyat or while you're doing the niyat, your intention, say this: Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. Labbaik la sharika laka labbaik. Innal hamda wal ni'mata laka wal mulk. La sharika lak. Or you can add La sharika laka labbaik. Both ways is right. It's fine. But you have to say it. And say it in correct Arabic. It is just like Allahu Akbar after niyat in your salat. When you say, when you start your salat, you do your niyat of salat and then you say takbir. You say Allahu Akbar. If you don't say Allahu Akbar correctly, your salat is batil. Same thing here. If you don't say the talbiyah correctly, it is going to affect your Hajj. So practice the talbiyah before you reach to Medina and before you go, or Jeddah, or from wherever you are going for Hajj. Before that, before you wear your ihram, practice this talbiyah in correct Arabic. It's easy. It is available online in good Arabic. But here we can repeat it all together one time. Just repeat it after me. So you will get the idea, and you will see many people are saying all together same thing. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik.
Labbaik Allahumma labbaik.
Labbaik la sharika laka labbaik.
Labbaik la sharika laka labbaik.
Innal hamda
Innal hamda
والنعمة لك
والنعمة لك
والملك
والملك
لا شريك لك.
لا شريك لك.
You can stop here or you can say لا شريك لك لبيك.
لا شريك لك لبيك.
Okay, so this is the way you can download this talbiyah from the internet and keep repeating it so you can say it correctly.
Just for one time or just be repeating?
One time is wajib, then you can keep repeating it until you reach to the vicinity of Makkah. As you reach Makkah, you have to stop saying talbiyah. No talbiyah anymore. When you reach to Makkah, talbiyah is before Makkah.
In the miqat moment.
Yes, now we are going to speak about miqat. So this is for ihram, this is fasting. This was fasting, niyat and talbiyah. Okay. Now in ihram, dress, libas of ihram. So first thing is niyat and talbiyah. This is all part of ihram. We are talking about ihram now, first step. This is still first step of umrah tamattu. Remember this. So see the, this slide. It shows umrah tamattu, step 1. Okay. So dress of ihram. For man, it should be 2 pieces of ihram, and you don't have to worry about it because as you arrive in Jeddah or Medina, whenever, even in the airport or in the city, ihram are available in abundance. You don't have to worry about it. You can go and buy 2 pieces of ihram and wear them. This is for men. For women, the women should wear clothes which meets the conditions of hijab. Any color, any type of dress, it is up to them. For them, there is no dress like man 2 pieces. Man has to remove all his clothes except these 2 pieces. For women, no. Women can wear her own clothes, any color, but it is good and better and mustahab to have white clothes. White is better, real better. So why should somebody leave something which is better? Why should somebody leave mustahabbat? So you can do the mustahabbat also. So if you have white dress, you can dress that white with the intention of ihram. So while you're wearing the ihram, doing the niyat, doing the talbiyah, and wearing the ihram, this ihram cloth should be. There are certain conditions. We are not going to go into those details because the ihram which are available there, they meet the conditions. It should not be silk, it should not be this and that. So it is already there. For women, the cloth should be pak. This is obvious, right? It should be tahir, pak. And for some reason, if during your Hajj, while you're traveling, for any reason the ihram becomes najis, you have to clean it, make it pak and tahir immediately as soon as possible. You cannot wear najis ihram unless the najasat comes in such a place where you have no choice at all but to wait until you reach somewhere where you can make it pak. But do it pak as soon as possible. Any part of the ihram becomes najis, clean it, wash it immediately. And even if you want, you can even change it. Changing is allowed, it's fine. And there is a belt. You see in this slide, you see a belt. This is something for men. Ihram is tricky. How to wear the ihram, because there are two pieces and you have to be very careful while wearing them. But it is easy, and I think the group leader is going to teach you if you don't know how to wear it. But there is something which makes it very easy for you, and it is also beneficial for you for other reasons also. It is a belt, a white belt also is available there. You can wear that white belt on the lower piece of your ihram. It has some pockets also. You can put your valuables or anything important in that pocket as well. But men also, in our Shia, the followers of Ahlul Bayt, they should wear it in such a way, in decent way. You will see other people wearing the ihram in a way that their body is evident, is apparent, is shown. So your body should be covered. You see this picture? This is a good way of wearing the ihram. Okay. We missed one thing, which is miqat. Now miqat. For ihram, niyat, your dress, and miqat. Miqat is called the place where you have to start your ihram from. You cannot cross that point without ihram. It's haram to cross that point. So there is a circle around Mecca where there are 5 mawaqit, 5 places of ihram. It's called miqat, 5 miqat. You cannot cross them. Nobody can go to Mecca, enter Mecca without ihram. Everybody has to wear ihram when he enters Mecca. But where he should start his ihram? From one of the mawaqit. For us, easiest place is Masjid Shajara. Is also called Bi'r Ali. Masjid Shajara. This Masjid Shajara is around 5 miles from Medina. As you ride your bus, in 5 minutes you will be there. From your hotel, in 5, 10, 15 minutes you will be there. You will wear the ihram there. Some people take shower. There are arrangements for shower. It's fine. You can take shower there and wear the ihram. But you have to do it in masjid or in that area of masjid. The same for ladies. For ladies, they can wear their ihram from the hotel, those clean clothes. When they come to miqat, make the niyat there. Okay? Okay. So this is masjid. If you go to Jeddah, you don't go to Medina first. Jeddah, from Jeddah to Makkah, there is no miqat in your way. This is the problem. So you cannot come from Jeddah directly to Makkah. the miqat is around 100 miles away from the other side. From Jeddah is called Juhfa. This is the closest miqat. So you have to go to Juhfa. From Juhfa, 120 miles to Makkah, then come back. It makes a triangle. So this happened to us when we went to Hajj. This is one of those pictures. So we arrived in Jeddah, and we were not going to Medina first. We were going to Makkah first, then Medina. So we had no choice but to go to Juhfa. And it was very hard for us to find buses for Juhfa, from Juhfa, going there, wearing the ihram, coming back to Makkah. Anyway, we had to do it, and we did it. This is a miqat. It's called Juhfa. You have to go to Juhfa. One thing you can do, if you are going to Jeddah and you don't have chance, you already know that it is kind of impossible to go to Juhfa. There is no miqat in your way. You can not go to miqat, or the time is short, or there are any reason. So what you do, you can do the niyat. You can do the nadhr. You say, if I reached Jeddah safely, inshallah, I will wear the ihram from Jeddah. So by nadhr, it becomes miqat for you. Not original miqat, but by nadhr. Means you can wear ihram in Jeddah with your nadhr and go directly to Makkah. It is fine, it is okay. This is the only way out for you if there is no way to go to Juhfa. Okay. This page is the most important page in the whole presentation. Print it out, keep it with you all the time. Or at least before you go over it. I cannot go now because of the time. It would take more than 1 hour if I just explain this single page, this single slide. But keep it. See that there are certain things which are forbidden after ihram. Ihram means you did things haram on yourself. You cannot eat in salat after takbiratul ihram. That is also ihram. This takbir of ihram. Things become haram on you. You cannot talk, you cannot walk, you cannot move right and left. You cannot eat, you cannot drink while salat. So this is ihram for salat. Once you said assalamu alaikum, you are out of that niyat that you have done for your salat in salat. Now you are out of it. The same thing here. You start ihram. Once you did the niyat of ihram, these things becomes haram on you. Mainly, you need to know those things. You can go through them. Covering one's face. This is for ladies. Ladies cannot cover their face. This is special for ladies. Wearing shoes, sandals, socks. Shading one's head while walking during daytime. These two is for men only. It's not for ladies, it is for men.
Talk about covering face with a cloth. So sometimes if you're in a habit of covering your face with your hand, does that mean
Yes, don't cover it.
by accident?
Not even by accident, don't do it. Smelling of perfume. Using cosmetics, looking in the mirror. The mirror or around in your in your hotel, try not to look. Don't do it purposely. If involuntarily this happens, it is okay, it is fine, but don't do it at all purposely. Otherwise, kafara becomes wajib on you. All those things, wearing ring, jewelry, oil on your body, all those things. And then other things here. So read this page. I'm not going to repeat it, okay? If you have any questions, inshallah, you can ask. Men can wear, yes, sleepers which don't cover their feet. Don't cover your feet, upper side of your feet. A strip is fine, because strip is not covering the whole upper side of your feet. Okay, so we're done with first step now. First step is done. Let's go to second step. Second step is tawaf. So you wearing your ihram, you came to Makkah. As I said, you can keep repeating labbaik Allahumma labbaik until you reach to Makkah. Once you reach to Makkah, stop saying talbiyah. Then you come to, either you can go to your hotel, take some rest, and whatever time is good, you can go for the second step, which is tawaf. It is not necessary that you directly, while you're coming from Medina or from Jeddah or from Juhfa, from Miqat, directly you go to second step, which is tawaf. No, it's not necessary that. You can go to your hotel, take rest, and then go whenever is a good time for you, go to Haram. Go to Haram inside and do the tawaf. Tawaf should be with taharat, with wudu. You have to be with wudu all the time. You have to do the niyat. I'm performing this tawaf for Umrah Tamattu of Hajjatul Islam, wajib qurbatan Allah ta'ala. Start from Hajar al-Aswad and stop on Hajar al-Aswad. Every round will count from Hajar al-Aswad. Start and end, start and end, start 7 times. So 7 rounds will count one tawaf. Keep your left shoulder always, all the time towards Kaaba. Don't move it purposely. Sometimes, because for some reason, if this happens, it's fine, but you should not move in such a situation. If you facing the Kaaba and you're moving, your tawaf is not right. At least that portion of tawaf is batil. So you have to repeat this portion of tawaf. So all the time your shoulder should be towards the Kaaba. Try to keep this. Before, our maraji would require to remain between Kaaba and Maqam Ibrahim. Kaaba and Maqam Ibrahim. See, this is Kaaba and Maqam Ibrahim. So you see the gray area is called Mataf. Mataf is place of tawaf. So early we had to, especially in Fiqh Ja'fari, we had to remain in this gray area. This is our area of tawaf. We cannot go out. But now it's because of the huge number of people who attend this pilgrimage and the rush that occur there. For that reason, our Maraja said it's fine to leave this mataf. Can go out of Maqam Ibrahim is fine. But if you can, it's better for you to still remain between Kaaba and Maqam Ibrahim. It is not that hard. It's not really very hard, but it is hard, yes. You can do it. But if you cannot do it, don't try. Unnecessary. Don't harm yourself, don't harm other people. Be calm, be easy, and make it easy for other people. You can go from the other side of Maqam Ibrahim, it's fine. You have to include Hijra Ismail. Hijra Ismail. Look. You see this semicircle, this half circle? This semicircle is called Hijra Ismail. Not Hajar Ismail. This is Hijra Ismail. Because there are some riwayat that Ismail alayhi salam is buried there. This is his grave, qabr. Include this. If you disclude Hijra Ismail and you go from that area which is between Hijra Ismail and Kaaba, that passage, if you use that passage, your Hajj is batil. So include Hijra Ismail in your tawaf. Complete 7 rounds of tawaf. Now, this mas'ala is again little bit tricky and makes sometimes the issues hard and complex for people. What is it? It is the number of the rounds that you have to count. The doubt in numbers of rounds will make your tawaf batil. In salat, if you have shak, if you have doubt, there is a way how to fix it, but not in tawaf. Unless it is mustahab. If it is mustahab tawaf, then why? Because after you finish your hajj, and or even after you finish your umrah, you might finish it 2 days before the hajj starts, 3 days, sometimes 1 week before hajj starts. Umrah is done because it's 5, actually it is done in 1 day. So you have plenty of time. You are in Makkah, what should you do? The best thing you do in Makkah is to do tawaf as much as you can. Just like what is the best thing you can do in Ramadan? Read Quran as much as you can. Same thing in Makkah, while you are in Hajj, you get chance, just tawaf, do a tawaf. That tawaf is mustahab. In that mustahab tawaf, if you have doubt, it's fine. You can determine the lesser number of the tawaf. You say, okay, I don't know which round is this. Is this 5th one or 6th one? So consider it 5th one. This is mustahab. But in wajib one, no. If you have doubt, you have to start all over again. So the better way to remember this tawaf rounds is to read the dua of tawaf. For every round there is a dua. And keep that dua in your hand. It's so simple and easy. So you say, okay, this is first dua for first round, I finish this dua. Then for second round there is another dua. Third round, another dua. And you see some groups, they read it loud so everybody can hear it, and they remember the numbers of round. Yes.
This tawaf will be with some niyat or just
Mustahab tawaf, yes. Niyat means your intention, you're doing tawaf. You're going around 7 times. Or you can do this tawaf on behalf of anybody, any marhum, any of your friends, any people you know, your relatives. it's good to do tawaf on behalf of them.
Some people wearing ring, 1, 2, 3.
Ring is fine. It is okay if they want to. But if they did any mistake in clicking that, then again it's problem. So you have to make sure that you have good count of the tawaf.
So you will have the handout of the gloves.
Yes, inshallah, we can do that for you. You are living on 7th, right? 7th? 5th? 7th. Yeah, inshallah, we can I will give you this presentation also and give you the print of those du'as, inshallah. So we've done 2 steps. Ihram, tawaf. This is the 3rd step. Salat tawaf. As soon as you done your tawaf, now you have to do the salat tawaf. Salat tawaf is behind Maqam Ibrahim. You see this Maqam Ibrahim? See people how they are sitting, not in front of Maqam Ibrahim, not between Kaaba and Maqam Ibrahim. Come, stay behind Maqam Ibrahim and offer your salat. Some people try to be closer to Maqam Ibrahim. If you get chance, it's fine. If you don't, because that area is still an area of tawaf. People will be doing tawaf while you offering your salat tawaf. So there should be no disturbance for others. Be as nice and kind as possible there. So make it easy for other people to perform their wajibat. So you can stay behind Maqam Ibrahim anywhere until the end. It's long space. Anywhere, but it should means you should be facing Maqam Ibrahim. So you should be facing Maqam Ibrahim and Kaaba together in one line. This is how you can do the namaz.
For the tawaf of Umrah Tamattu, is it necessary to do the tawaf during the day, like
No.
sunrise, or we can do it in the evening?
Anytime. In the night you can do it. In the daytime you can do it. In the evening, in the morning.
For the wajib, kind of wajib, hajj,
Tamattu. Wajib or mustahab. For both, you can do any time tawaf. There is no restrictions of time. Yes. Whatever time you feel is easier for you in terms of the rush there, or in terms of the weather, and because it's hot maybe, so you say, okay, in the evening it could be easier for me to perform hajj. In the night, after midnight, anytime is good. So this is 2 rakat salat. I am offering 2 rakat salat in tawaf of Umrah Tamattu for Hajjatul Islam, wajib qubatan Allah ta'ala. Salat should be offered in correct way. It's very good always before you go to Hajj to make sure that your salat is correct. You read the surahs correctly. You read everything correctly. If you don't read it correctly, it will affect your Hajj. Salat should be offered in correct Arabic, with good pronunciation, and with all prescribed rules of Salat. Now kissing Hajar Aswad. You see people try to kiss Hajar Aswad, and it is almost impossible for regular people to reach there. There's a lot of rush, and people try to kiss it. Is this part of Hajj? It is not part of Hajj, but it is, yes, mustahab. But if you cannot go and reach to the stone, original Hajar Aswad, directly to touch it, that is fine. From a distance, you can just point towards the Hajar Aswad like this with your hand, and it's called istilam. We call it istilam. You can do istilam, which is fine. It is mustahab after you done your salat tawaf. Another thing which is mustahab is drinking Zamzam water. Earlier we had this, you see this picture? Now they have removed this underground. There was a basement where people would go after tawaf, after salat tawaf, would go there and drink water and do wudu with that water of Zamzam. Now they don't have these two wells or these two underground places for Zamzam. They removed it. But the water, whenever in coolers, water coolers, you see the water, every water there is from Zamzam. So you can go and drink little bit Zamzam water after Namaz Tawaf. And there is a beautiful short dua, Allahumma ja'alhu ilman nafi'an wa rizqan wasi'an wa shifa'an min kulli da'in wa suqum. Oh Allah, make this water for me a beneficial knowledge, an abundant sustenance, and cure from all diseases. So beautiful dua, short dua. You can write it down and just read it while you do that. We done 3 steps. Fourth step is sa'i. This sa'i is between Safa and Marwa. Safa and Marwa are two symbols of respect for Hajar, and you know this story of these two small hills. And now you don't see the hill at all. You see is very fancy ground. Yeah, no hills. It's shown. Yeah, you can see when you go to Safa on the top, you see some stones as some remaining of that original hill. You can feel it, but you cannot see. You cannot say that okay, this is a hill. It is almost straight area. The method of sa'i, how you should do the sa'i. Start from Safa and finish it at Marwa. Walk straight, facing your destination. Don't go back. If your friend is behind and you turned to him back and walk backward 2 steps and say, come, I'm waiting for you. Why you are behind? Okay, so you lost your sa'i, or at least you lost that portion of sa'i. So you have to go back and start from there again. So don't look back while walking. You can stop and look back is fine, but while walking, and don't count that walking in sa'i. There is a place again here, doubt. If you have doubt in numbers, what will happen? Exactly the same rule applies here. The doubts in number, the shak is going to invalidate your sa'i. To remember these numbers. Here the round is different from round of Kaaba. In Kaaba you have to go the whole round, and this will count 1. Here 7 means from Safa, starting from Safa to Marwa 1, Marwa to Safa 2, Safa to Marwa 3, 4, 5. So you end to Marwa. You started in Safa, you ending in Marwa. Why? Because you are counting them 7. Each one way is 1 round. 1 way. Hmm?
Is there a dua should be reading while we're
Yes, there are certain du'as to read here too. Everywhere there are du'as. Inshallah, I will try as much as I can. Do for you to provide you some those du'as. Inshallah. There is something is called harwala. It is mustahab, not wajib, in sa'i, and it is for men, not for women. Harwala is a place where you have to walk quickly, very quick. Start walking, which is not running, neither walking. It's between walking and running. It's called harwala. Men, not women. Which place is that? It was a place where people, at that time, in early times, there were shops of perfume. So since there were shops of perfume, and while you are in ihram, is makruh to is haram, not just makruh, is haram to smell fragrance. So the man would walk quickly. But it became a custom, and it remained as a mustahab for man to do it. But where is the place? There are no shops, so you'll see green lights, 2 green lights. So start from this green light to other green light, do the harwala.
So what if I am walking with my spouse and then if I have to catch up with him, is it haram or makruh for me to do the same fast walk?
Yeah, because it is not for ladies, of course, so you don't do it. But
We need to catch up.
no, you can walk fast, and he can walk in such a way as he is running while not running. So you can catch him. It's very hard for, I think is very less probability of losing, and especially your husband. You don't worry about your husband. You don't lose him.
He could wait for me at the other end.
Yes.
Not have to look back, but at least he can wait.
Perfect. This is the best solution. That he let him do the harwala. You be calm and walk normally. He will, after harwala, he will stand in the light, because the light are there. You can see the lights. So he will stop, and you can go and join him. So these are 4 steps. 5th step is taqsir. Taqsir is cutting your nail or your hair. For men, it's easy to do it. For women, they have to make sure that while they are cutting their hair, little bit of hair, cutting just little bit. If they are cutting their hair should not be shown. They should not show their hair to na-mahram. Instead of cutting the hair, you can cut your nail also. Cutting nail is fine. It will replace the taqsir of your hair. So cut your nail or hair. If he is man, then beard also is fine. You can cut the hair of beard little bit. That is fine. And should do the niyat, I am doing taqsir for Umrah Tamattu, for Hajj al-Islam, wajib qurbatin Allah ta'ala. You can do it immediately here, or you can do it when you go somewhere else afterwards. Not necessary do it there, right there. Even you go back to your hotel and do it. But unless you do taqsir, you will remain in the state of ihram. Once you did the taqsir, you are out of ihram. Everything is halal for you. Okay? You are out of ihram. Only 2 things remain, which inshallah we are going to talk about them, but all the things become halal again. Okay. So, Oh, there is dua also here. Allahumma a'tini bi kulli sha'ratin nuran yawm al-qiyamah. Oh Allah, give me a light for every single hair that I'm cutting now here in the day of judgment. MashaAllah, Umrah is complete. Now we'll go very fast. We'll do it very quickly. Next steps. Now these are the Hajj steps. Hajj. Hajj starts from 9th of Dhul Hijjah. 9th of Dhul Hijjah. And before Zawal, you have to be in Arafat. Before Arafat, the first step is Ihram. Wear Ihram anywhere in Makkah. There is no miqat for this Ihram. The miqat we were speaking about was miqat Umrah Tamattu'. But for Hajj, because you are already in Makkah, you don't have to go out and wear Ihram, come back. No. Even in your hotel, you wear Ihram. Earlier Ihram, which was for Umrah Tamattu', is gone. You can wear regular clothes. If you finish your Umrah a week earlier, for example, now you are in regular clothes, coming, going, even doing your tawaf in regular clothes. But for Hajj, now Hajj is starting on 9th of Dhul Hijjah. Wear your Ihram. You can wear your Ihram on 8th of Dhul Hijjah, it's fine. 8th of Dhul Hijjah is called Yawm al-Tarwiyah. Preparation, you can go there. It is mustahab to wear it on 8th of one day before 9th. 8th of Dhul Hijjah. And method and the rules and laws are the same as we discussed earlier, so we don't have to repeat them again here. The only difference is niyyat. I'm wearing this ihram of Hajj Tamattu'. For Hajjatul Islam, wajib qurbatan Allah Ta'ala. Wearing ihram, it is okay to go to Arafat in the to Mina in the night, or even Arafat in the night, but it's usually the caravan don't allow you to all go together on the morning of 9th of Dhul Hijjah. So staying in Arafat, just staying, go reach Arafat before Dhuhr, before Zawal. And from Zawal to sunset, you have to just stay there. And there are certain du'as, beautiful du'as. It's so amazing experience when you go there. So just stay there, read dua, ask Allah your hajat, and you will see the people from all around the world, from different colors, different languages, different countries, all of them staying in one plain area, Arafat. Just like in the day of judgment, you will remember the day of judgment. So it is mustahab to remain in a state of wudu and taharat all the time. Mustahab, not wajib, but mustahab. Why? Because you are going to read salat, mustahab salat, and salatul dhuhr you are going to offer there, mustahab salat. But if you are tired, you can take a nap, it's fine, you can sleep. All the Muslims combine Dhuhr and Asr there. All Muslims, not just Shi'as. Dhuhr, Asr, read them together. And those recite recommended du'as. After Arafat, so in 9th of Dhul Hijjah you are in Arafah. From Arafat, on the sunset, until sunset you have to be there. As soon as Maghrib happens, all the people have to go to Muzdalifah. There is another plain area there. In this Muzdalifah you go, all of you, to stay a night there. So proceed from Arafat to Muzdalifah after Maghrib on 9th of the Hijjah and spend the night here. In Arafat, there are tents. In Mina, there are very good tents. In Muzdalifah, there is no tent. Not even anything to sit on or to rest on. Nothing. So go there, and it is wajib to stay in Muzdalifah from Fajr to sunrise. This amount, this time period is wajib to stay there. It's part of Hajj, which will become 10th of the Hijjah Eid. Recite, there are some du'as to recite there, and one thing to do is to collect 70 pebbles, 70 kankariyan, 70 pebbles you have to pick there. Subhanallah, every year millions of people collect 70 pebbles there, and still the area is there. Still Muzdalifah is there. Subhanallah.
How long is the walk from? You have to walk from Arafat.
No walking. Your group leader is going to provide your buses there. So, yeah, some people walk, but walking is risky because you might lose miss your group, and then it's hard for you to come back to them. So stay with your group. Always stay with your group, and your group leader is going to provide everything for you. So 70 pebbles, and maybe some groups also provide some pockets, so you can collect those pebbles there, those stones. And there are conditions for the pebbles, what kind of pebbles you can collect. Should not be big one, not be very small, medium, little, small ones, but not too small, not big, and should be round. So you have to collect those 70 pebbles. Fourth step, come to Mina in the morning. In the morning, again your group leader will provide those buses for you. Some people go walking, but walking is not that much practical. It's better to wait for your buses and stay with the group, and you will go to Mina. Now from Muzdalifah to Mina. So from Makkah you came to Arafat. See that first page I showed you? From Makkah to Arafat. Arafat to Muzdalifah. Muzdalifah to Mina. So now you are in Mina. And it is 10th of the Hijjah. What you do here? 3 things in Mina. Hit the Jamra al-Aqaba with 7 pebbles. It's called Shaitan. So you hit the Shaitan with 7 pebbles. You cannot use the used ones. You cannot pick the used one from there. They should be fresh, which you picked for yourself. And it should hit the Shaitan. But now, before it was hard because it was just one pillar. Now they made it a long wall. And still you see some symbols of those pillars. It's good to hit that area of the pillar, but hitting the wall is also fine. This should be during daytime from sunset to sunrise.
How do you determine that your pebble really
Hit it.
and not miss it?
Subhanallah, you can feel it.
You could feel it.
You can feel it, subhanallah. This happens. You will feel it and you will say, oh, I missed it, I hit it.
Okay, what if
But now, as I said, now it is not this pillar that is showing in this picture.
Like a nice white wall.
It's long wall. Yeah, this one, I think this presentation is old one. I had updated this presentation last year. I think I missed that one. I lost it, actually in my computer. So I lost that was updated one. But this one is fine. There is a long wall, just like you see this pillar, this long wall. So you don't miss it. But still, it's better to hit that particular area of the real original pillar. For women, for ladies, it is allowed to leave mash'ar. Mash'ar means this Muzdalifah is called Mash'arul Haram also. In the night, and go and stone in the night. Otherwise, for man, it is in the morning. In the night of, if the ladies want to go to hotel, they want to go and want to come. But they have to come back for Mina. Now, yeah, this is the wall, right? Is right here. See? This is the wall. So this was before Jamarat before, and now is it you stone the wall. Okay? The second thing you do in Mina. First thing is hitting the Jamra al-Aqaba. Second thing is offering sacrifice as prescribed. You don't have to go by yourself to do the sacrifice. Your group leader will keep you somewhere, some place, and say, okay, stay here and I will be back. And as soon as he informs you that I have done the sacrifice, qurbani, tadhiyah on your behalf, then you will do halq or taqsir, which is third thing you do in Mina. It's called a'mal Mina, 3 a'mal. Hitting the aqaba ula, qurbani, sacrifice, and halq or taqsir means shaving your head or cutting little of your hair. For the people who go for first time for Hajj, for them, to some maraja is wajib and some is highly recommended to shave the whole head, not just cut, not taqsir, halq, shave the entire head. After shaving, all forbidden things for this ihram hajj tamattu' become halal for you, except 2 things: marital relationship and smelling fragrance. When this will become halal, we'll talk about it. One thing that somebody who is in the state of ihram by himself, he cannot cut somebody else's hair. He has to cut he himself can cut his hair in order to come out of ihram, then he can help somebody else to cut his hair.
So for the second time, it is mustahab to do the shaving or just
Yeah, mustahab. For second time, mustahab, not wajib. Yes. And for ladies, always. No lady should shave the hair, because shaving for them is not allowed. So cut their hair a little bit of hair. 7th step. We are almost done. Tawaf. Tawaf after a'mal Mina. So you done this a'mal on the 10th of the Hijjah. Now in the 10th, in the night of 10th, or next day 11th, or on the 12th, these 3 days you have plenty of time. Any time you can go for tawaf. You don't have to go immediately for tawaf. You can go take some rest next day also, the 3rd day, but do it before 12. So after Amal in Mina, proceed to Mecca, perform tawaf. Rules are the same as in Umrah Tamattu, except the niyat will be for Hajj. I'm doing this tawaf for Hajj tamattu' wajib qurbatun Allah Ta'ala. But it is mustahab to complete it on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah. Not wajib. You can do it on 11th or 12th. 13, inshallah, we'll talk about 13 now. Okay, so Salat al-Tawaf. After Tawaf, Salat exactly the same way as we did there, right? Same way. 2 rakat. Only Niyat is different here. Sa'i. Perform Sa'i. Exactly the same way. No difference. All the rules apply except the Niyat. The Niyat you're doing, this Sa'i is, that Sa'i was for Umrah Tamattu', this Sa'i for Hajj Tamattu'. Here is the most important part. After Sa'i, there is another Tawaf and Namaz Tawaf. This Tawaf is the last Tawaf. Our Sunni brothers call it Tawaf Wida. We call it Tawafun Nisa. Tawafun Nisa. Once you did this Tawaf, now that relationship between men and women, which was halal before and it became haram because of the ihram, it come back to halal again. But if somebody doesn't do this Tawafun Nisa, it remains haram. Remember we said 2 things remaining. One of them is this. After Sa'i, the smell becomes halal, and after Tawafun Nisa, the relationship becomes haram, halal again. If man does not perform this tawaf, his wife will not be halal for him, and if the woman does not perform this tawaf, the man will not be halal for him. So go with good relationship from here and come with good relationship back. Don't take any revenge, okay? Yes.
I did not know the children and unmarried people, they cannot even get married.
Yes.
What's the significance? Why is this?
Because they had made something haram on themselves. They promised Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I'm wearing this ihram and such things are haram for me and it will remain haram for me unless I perform the Tawafun Nisa. Whenever I perform Tawafun Nisa, it becomes halal again for me. Now, he didn't do the Tawafun Nisa. He is still on his promise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he cannot get married. Why? Because of this. If you want to get married, he has to get out of ihram totally. He is still in the state of ihram. He gets out of ihram once he performs Tawafun Nisa. Tawafun Nisa, then 11th step is Salat Tawafun Nisa. Exactly same method. Same. We're done with this. Now, 12th, step 12th. Mabit in Mina. You have to stay in Mina. Spend the eve of 11th and 12th with the intention of staying in Mina. There are very good accommodations, at least better than Arafat, and Muzdalifah has nothing, but Mina has good tents. You have to stay for 2 nights there. How to stay these 2 nights? This is part of Hajj. From Maghrib to midnight, you have to stay there. Maghrib to midnight. After midnight, you can come to Makkah, do your tawaf. If you didn't do your tawaf, you can do tawaf at that time, but you have to stay in Mina. 11th, eve of 11th and 12th. Eve of 11th means once you finish your a'mal Mina, those 3 a'mal of Mina on the day of Eid, the night that comes after Eid, is the eve of 11th. You have to stay in Mina. So if you have time to go and do the tawaf and come back to Mina, it's fine. If you don't have, don't go to tawaf. Come back to Mina. Do your amal in Mina, means stay in Mina in the night. After midnight, you can go for tawaf. Or you can stay the whole day, next day. In the daytime, you can go. Because staying in the night is wajib. The same thing next night. Eve of 12, you have to stay in the night. Next day, in the day of 12th of Dhul Hijjah, if you remain until sunset, until Maghrib, you have to go, leave Mina before Maghrib. But if you didn't do it, or you for some reason you are forced to stay until Maghrib of 12th, here comes the 13th of Dhul Hijjah. So you have to stay one more night. But if you go before Maghrib, it's fine, you're done. On 12th of Dhul Hijjah, you've done everything. But if not, then the 13th Dhul Hijjah will be added for you. You have to stay there. Now, during the daytime, on 11th and 12th, what you do? In the night, you're staying in Mina. In the day, what you're doing? In the day, you're hitting 3 shaitans. On 10th of Dhul Hijjah, we were hitting 1 shaitan. Here, 3 shaitans. And the trick is here, that most of the Muslims, they start the hitting of 3 shaitans, and this is the hardest part there. Hitting the shaitan, millions of people coming together in one time, one place, when the stampede happens and so many incidents happen. But alhamdulillah for us, so they start from Dhuhr to Maghrib. For us, it is mustahab to do it before Dhuhr, for Shias. That's why it is very easy for us, and that's why our group leaders, what they do, they take the groups early in the morning. Yes, they go to hit and early before Dhuhr, before the entire other, a crowd comes there. They leave this crowded area and they come back to their place or go to Makkah and they do Amal in Makkah. It's free for them. But in the morning, as early as possible, they do the hitting. So it starts from sunrise to sunset, allowed, but better to do it before Zawal of 11th and 12th. If someone stayed over in Makkah until sunset, he should stay in the night and also repeat the same amal for 30th of Dhul Hijjah. After hitting all 3 shaitans, you can exit Mina, but not before Dhuhr of 12th of Dhul Hijjah. Don't leave Mina before Dhuhr. Okay? But don't leave Mina after Maghrib. If you leave it after Maghrib, one more day. Congratulations. Your Hajj inshallah maqbool. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your Hajj. And please remember us in your dua.
The walking that everybody talks about, it's this timing only at that weekend while you are in Mina.
Yeah. While you are in Mina.
While you're in Mina. This is what everybody talks about, the walking.
Oh yes. This is hardest part of your Hajj. Hardest one. All parts are hard, not very easy, but still, especially for Americans, they have to walk miles, I think around not exactly sure. It depends on where they are going. You around it starts from 2 to 5 miles walk. 5 miles walk until
Between Mina and the three Shaitans.
yes.
This is the
This is 11th and 12th of the Hijjah. This is the challenge time, walking. The people who talk about walk, it is this one. Walking from your tent, coming to hit shaitan, and come back again. بالکل. لیڈیز اگر نہیں جا سکتی ہیں تو وہ کسی کو بھی اپنا وکیل بنا سکتی ہیں اور ان کی طرف سے ایسا کیا. لیکن بہتر ہے یہ اس وقت ہے جب بالکل نہ کر سکیں, ضعیفی کی وجہ سے یا اور کوئی ایسا سبب ہے, اس وقت ایسا ہو سکتا ہے کہ وہ چلی جائیں اور ان کی جگہ وہ آ جائیں. یہ ممکن ہے بالکل. بہتر ہے کہ 11 اور 12 میں ختم کر لیں. ہاں تو 13 کو کر سکتے ہیں اگر مجبوری ہے تو. ایسی
عزیزیہ جو علاقہ کہلاتا ہے وہاں سے حرم کو جانا آسان ہے اگر آپ عزیزیہ میں رہ رہے ہیں مینا میں؟
عزیزیہ سے حرم تو دور ہے لیکن مینا قریب ہے. عزیزیہ سے مینا جو ہے بلکہ اس اگر وہاں سے واک بھی کریں تو اس کی واکنگ اس واکنگ سے کم ہے جو مینا میں ٹھہرے ہوئے لوگوں کی واکنگ ہوتی ہے. مگر مشکل کیا ہوتی ہے کہ اچھا جو لوگ عزیزیہ میں ٹھہرتے ہیں وہ لوگ صرف رات گزارنے کے لیے مینا کے ایریا میں آ جاتے ہیں آدھی رات, چونکہ آدھی رات گزارنی ہوتی ہے. مغرب سے لے کے آدھی رات تک وہاں ٹھہرے, کہیں بیٹھ گئے کہیں رہ گئے اور پھر وہاں سے واپس عزیزیہ اپنی ہوٹل آ گئے. ایسا بھی کرتے ہیں. عزیزیہ قریب ہے, بالکل مینا سے لگا ہوا ہے محلہ. ہاں عزیزیہ سے دور ہے. عزیزیہ سے پھر بس لینی پڑے گی, وہاں سے واک نہیں کر سکتے, عزیزیہ دور ہے. بالکل بسیں کر سکتے ہیں.
اکثر جب لوگ طواف کرتے ہیں تو کعبے کا کچھ پورشن خالی دیکھ کے واجب طواف میں لوگ ایکسائٹیڈ ہو گئے اس کو پکڑ لیتے ہیں,
چھو لیتے ہیں.
وہ ریکمینڈیڈ
نہیں, جائز نہیں ہے وہ تو آپ کر ہی نہیں سکتے. طواف کے بیچ میں آپ طواف کر رہے ہیں, طواف کرتے کرتے ایسے ایریے سے گزرے جہاں آپ کو کہا کہ ارے واہ چلیں خانہ کعبہ کو چھو لیتے ہیں, بوسہ دے لیتے ہیں, محبت میں چلے گئے بوسہ دینے لگے, تو صحیح نہیں ہے وہ. آپ مستحب طواف میں بھی اچھا بہتر کیا ہے, جب آپ 7 راؤنڈ پورے کر چکے ہیں تو آپ رکے نہیں, پھر ایک اور جو ہے راؤنڈ لیں. وہ راؤنڈ طواف کی نیت سے مت لیں, بس اس نیت سے لیں کہ اب ہم کو خانہ کعبہ کو چھونا ہے اور بوسہ دینا. یہ کرنا چاہیے جی, تاکہ طواف کی شرطیں بھی پوری ہو جائیں. ضرورت نہیں ہے لیکن کر سکتے ہیں تو سبحان اللہ کوئی بات نہیں, اگر کر سکتے ہیں تو. لیکن عموماً وہ مشکل ہے, خاص طور پر خواتین کے لیے تو بہت ہی مشکل کا ناممکن جیسا ہے. وہاں پھر بھی وہاں ہاں یہ فرق آپ کو, ابھی جو لوگ زیارتوں پہ گئے ہیں یا انشاءاللہ جائیں گے اور جو حج پر گئے ہوں جائیں گے, دونوں جگہ کو کمپیئر کریں گے تو آپ کو کافی فرق محسوس ہوگا. ایک تو وہاں کے جو والنٹیئرس ہیں, وہاں کا جو انتظام ہے, وہاں کے ان کے بیہیویئر میں, ان کے اخلاق میں, ہاں تو وہ روڈنس آپ کو ان لوگوں میں یہاں حج میں ملے گا. حاجوں کی کوئی عزت نہیں, کوئی احترام نہیں, ڈانٹ پھٹکار شرک بدعت یہ وہ کی آواز ہر طرف سے آ رہی ہیں. اس کے برعکس جب آپ زیارت کے لیے جاتی ہیں تو وہاں جو آپ کا استقبال ہوتا ہے, وہاں کے والنٹیئرس, وہاں کے پولیس والے, وہاں کے سیکورٹی والے, وہاں کے عام لوگ, وہاں کے پبلک, ہر شخص جو ہے آپ کے لیے بچھا جاتا ہے. تو وہ بہت زمین و آسمان کا فرق نظر آتا ہے, اور واقعی لوگ خود کمپیئر کرتے ہیں کہ ہم وہاں گئے تھے اور یہاں آئے, کتنا فرق ہے. تو یہ ہے. جی ہاں، بس چانس ہے، اتفاق ہے، کبھی کبھی وہ لوگ کھول دیتے ہیں، جانے دیتے ہیں، کبھی بند کرتے ہیں، تو ڈپینڈ کرتا ہے ٹائم. عام طور پر فجر کی نماز کے بعد بہترین ٹائم ہے، نماز فجر کے بعد.
اور صحیح کے دوران سورہ بقرہ کا پڑھنا recommended ہے. جو مینا
جی
باہر
دعائیں ہیں، اس کے لیے کچھ دعائیں ہیں، ہاں
سورہ بقرہ
پڑھ سکتے ہیں،
پڑھ سکتے
ہاں پڑھ سکتے ہیں. شاید وہ اس لیے کہ شاید اس میں ایک پورے میں، حالانکہ ایسا نہیں ہے، سورہ بقرہ پورا پڑھ نہیں سکتے، 7 راؤنڈ تو جلدی ہو جاتے ہیں سورہ بقرہ ختم ہونے سے پہلے.
بیٹھنے کی جگہ نہیں بیٹھنے کی جگہ
جی ہاں جی ہاں جی ہاں. ابھی زیادہ کر دیا، ہاں اوپر کا حصہ بھی، لیکن ہاں ایک چیز یہ ہے کہ نیچے کے حصے میں رہیں، زیادہ تر بہتر یہ ہے. نہیں، نیچے کا مطلب وہ والا حصہ جو صفا و مروہ کا اوریجنل حصہ ہے، اس اوریجنل حصے میں رہیں. ایک بالکل نیچے، ایک اوپر انہوں نے کیا ہوا ہے، اس کے بھی اوپر کر دیا اب تو بہتر ہے کہ اس میں رہیں، اوریجنل والے میں. اور اس میں بہت زیادہ مشکل نہیں ہے رہنا، رہ سکتے ہیں.
ریمپ جو بنایا تھا انہوں نے اس پہ جا سکتے ہیں.
ہاں ریمپ جو بنایا ہے، نہیں اس پہ نہیں، صحیح میں اس پہ نہیں جا سکتے. صحیح کے لیے وہی جگہ جو ہے
کعبے کی
تو کر سکتے ہیں مجبوری میں، جب بالکل دیکھا کہ نیچے کوئی جگہ ہی نہیں بن رہی ہے، یا معذور ہے کوئی، یا ویل چیئر ہے، یا ایسی چیزیں ہیں، تو پھر اوپر سے کر سکتے ہیں. مگر اوپر کرنا اور مشکل، اس لیے کہ اس کا راؤنڈ بڑھ جاتا ہے، بہت بڑا راؤنڈ ہو جاتا ہے. وہ نیچے کے راؤنڈ چھوٹے چھوٹے راؤنڈ ہیں.
جو آپ بیلٹ بتا رہے تھے وہ کاٹن کا بیلٹ وہاں سے
جی
ملتا ہے یا پھر وہ وائنل کے جو لیدر
دونوں ٹائپ کے ملتے ہیں،
وائنل بھی چل سکتا ہے.
وائنل بھی چل سکتا ہے.
تو سیفٹی پنس بھی لگا سکتے ہیں، یوز کر سکتے ہیں.
سیفٹی پنس لگا سکتے ہیں،
سیفٹی پنس احرام کو
احرام میں نہیں لگا سکتے.
احرام میں نہیں لگا سکتے.
نہیں
تو سیفٹی پنس ویسے لگا سکتے
جی ہاں. خواتین کے لیے تو جائز ہے، یہ مردوں کے لیے ہے کہ وہ لوگ ایسی چیزیں نہ لگائیں، گرہ نہیں لگائیں، سیفٹی پنس نہیں، یہ سب چیزیں نہیں.
اور سب شوز جیسے جینٹس کے لیے ایک میں جیسے ٹوز نظر آنے چاہیے، اور اگر اوپر
نہیں اوپر کے نہیں کور نہیں ہونا چاہیے، ٹوز نہیں، پورا اوپر کا حصہ نظر آنا چاہیے. تو صرف ایسی پٹی پہن سکتے ہیں، پٹی والے چپل، پٹی والے چپل میں کوئی نہیں، جوتے نہیں.
ریسٹرکشن صرف جینٹس کے لیے ہے.
جینٹس کے لیے صرف، خواتین کے لیے نہیں. جی ہاں.
جب آپ کا آپ کا اسٹینڈ ہو مکے کے اندر، تو آپ اپنے والدین کے لیے
نہیں، ایک مہینے میں 2 عمرے نہیں ہو سکتے. طواف کریں، ان کے لیے طواف کریں، کیونکہ آپ آلریڈی ایک عمرہ کر چکے ہیں. انلیس آپ نے عمرہ ذیقعد میں کیا تھا، عمرہ تمتع، پھر آپ یہ ذی الحجہ میں کر رہے ہیں، یا وہ والا عمرہ آپ نے ذیقعد میں کیا تھا اور یہ ذی الحجہ میں کر رہے ہیں، یا محرم میں کر رہے ہیں. 1 مہینے کا فاصلہ ہونا چاہیے 2 عمروں میں. نہیں، ایون جو لوگ عمرہ کے لیے جاتے ہیں نا، وہ یہ بہت بڑی غلطی کرتے ہیں، وہاں ان کو ملٹیپل نہیں کر سکتے. اپنے لیے نہیں کر سکتے، لیکن کسی اور کے لیے کر سکتے ہیں، کسی اور کی نیت سے عمرہ کر سکتے ہیں، اپنے لیے نہیں کر سکتے. آپ کے لیے مشکل اس لیے ہے کہ ایک تو یہ کہ آپ نے اپنا عمرہ کیا ہوا ہے، یہ نمبر 1. نمبر 2، آپ باہر نہیں نکل سکتے. عمرہ تمتع اور حج تمتع کے درمیان جتنے بھی آپ کے پاس ٹائم ہے، اس میں آپ باہر نہیں نکل سکتے. اور عمرے کے لیے آپ کو باہر نکلنا پڑتا ہے، اس کے لیے. ہاں ہاں، حج کے بعد آپ کر سکتے ہیں، دوسروں کے لیے کر سکتے ہیں، اپنے لیے نہیں. ہاں، مرحومین کے لیے کر سکتے ہیں. حج کے بعد عام طور پہ قافلوں میں وقت نہیں ملتا، کیونکہ وہ فوراً ہی نکلنا شروع کرتے ہیں وہاں سے. پھر وہ لوگ جو لوگ پہلے مثلا مدینے چلے گئے تھے تو وہ واپس آنا شروع ہوتے ہیں، جو لوگ مدینے نہیں گئے تھے وہ فوراً مدینے آنا شروع ہوتے ہیں. تو مکہ چھوڑنا شروع کرتے تھے وہ فوراً حج کے. اگر موقع ہے تو اپنے لیے نہیں دوسرے کے لیے کر سکتے ہیں بے شک، لیکن بہتر یہ ہے کہ طواف کریں، اس میں زیادہ چانس ہے کہ کئی یعنی ملٹیپل لوگوں کو اس میں آپ شامل کر لیں اور اس کا ثواب ان کو پہنچا دیں.
عمرہ بھی تو ملٹیپل لوگوں کے ساتھ
کر سکتے ہیں، ہر مستحب کام ملٹیپل لوگوں کے لیے کر سکتے ہیں اکثر.
طواف تو مطلب اس جگہ بھی کر سکتے ہیں، عمرہ طواف تو آگے طواف تو جگہ بھی طواف کر سکتے ہیں.
کر سکتے ہیں طواف، بالکل طواف کر سکتے ہیں.
ہمارے لیے آپ نے ذکر کیا تھا نیت کا کہ تھوڑا سا ڈفرینٹ ہو سکتی ہے، بیکاز جیسے حج ہو چکا ہے پہلے، اگر مئی کا سارا جانا
اچھا اچھا،
تو وہ مئی میں تو اس کی نیت کیا ہے حج کی، اگر ہم کر رہے ہیں
آپ
پیدا بھی نہیں ہے مگر
آپ اگر حج کو دوبارہ اپنے ہی حج کو کرنا چاہ رہی ہیں
جی
تو پھر آپ کر سکتی ہیں اس کو، مگر یہ ہے کہ اس سے پہلے والے حج کو مشکوک یا باطل مان کر
ہاں
دوبارہ آپ ریڈو کر رہی ہیں، کر سکتی ہیں، واجب کی نیت سے کر سکتی ہیں آپ.
بس وہی
ہاں
تو وہ پہلا تو یہ ہمارا جیسے پہلا حج کنسیڈر ہو سکتا ہے.
بالکل، آپ یوں سمجھیں کہ والا حج میں اس کو گن نہیں رہی ہوں، وہ اس میں جو بھی میں نے اعمال کیے ہیں وہ ثواب میں چلے جائیں میرے، کیونکہ وہ ایسا ہوتا ہے کہ اگر خدا نہ خواستہ ایسا کوئی عمل باطل ہو، مثلا حج باطل ہو گیا، لیکن آپ نے جو الگ الگ اعمال کیے ہیں اس کے ثواب ملے گا، اللہ دینے والا ہے انشاءاللہ، تو وہ رہے گا، لیکن حج نہیں رہے گا. وہ ٹیکنیکلی جو وجوب تھا وہ ختم ہو، مطلب وہ ختم نہیں ہوگا آپ کے اوپر. اب آپ اگر چاہ رہی ہیں کہ میں اس کو ریپیٹ کروں، ریپیٹ کر سکتی ہیں، کوئی بات.
مولانا صاحب اس میں جو پہلا حج تھا تو جس بھی نیت سے ہم نے سوچا کہ رکھ جنوال کیا اس کا کچھ الگ سے کفارہ ہوگا؟
نہیں، کفارہ نہیں ہے. کفارہ تو جب ہے کچھ خاص چیزوں کے لیے کہ اگر آپ نے ایک کام انجام دیا تو کفارہ ہے، ایک کام انجام دیا تو کفارہ ہے. جیسے وہ جو ایک پیج تھا جس میں احرام میں جو چیزیں حرام ہیں، فوربڈن ہیں، ان کو انجام دینے پر کفارہ ہے.
طواف کے بارے میں بھی ہے کہ اگر آپ کو اپنی وضو پیش کا کھا گیا، ایک تو کسی نے سجیسٹ کیا تھا 3 چولوں کا وضو آپ کر سکتے ہیں یا اسپرے باٹل سے آپ کر سکتے ہیں اپنے آپ کو
طواف کے دوران
طواف کے دوران.
تو اچھا، یہ اچھا آپ نے سوال کر لیا. طواف کے دوران اگر وضو باطل ہوتا ہے تو اگر 3 راؤنڈ پورے کرنے کے بعد ہوا ہے تو جائیں اور جا کر وضو کر کے دوبارہ وہیں سے سٹارٹ کر دیں، وہ تو صحیح ہے. ہاں، لیکن اگر تیسرا راؤنڈ پورا نہیں ہوا تھا بلکہ چوتھا اس کو مان لیں نہیں پورا ہوا تھا تو پھر سے 0 سے سٹارٹ کریں.
وضو کا بھی ہے کہ آپ کسی
وضو
اسپرے باٹلس رکھیں تو آپ
ہاں اگر آپ کے پاس باٹلز ہیں، پانی کی باٹل ہیں، 3 چلو کافی ہیں وضو کے لیے. لیکن وہاں کہاں کریں گے یہ مسئلہ ہے کہ وہاں جگہ عام طور پہ ہوتی نہیں کرنے کی ایسے، لیکن کرنے کا موقع مل جائے تو کوئی حرج نہیں ہے. کولر کے پاس، لیکن اچھا کولر کے پانی کا استعمال ذرا سا وہ مشکوک ہے، اشکال ہے اس میں، کیونکہ کولر کا پانی وہ رکھا جاتا ہے پینے کے لیے، تو کیا اس سے وضو کر سکتے ہیں؟ اس میں اشکال ہے، اس میں اشکال ہے. انلیس یہ پتہ چلے کہ نہیں یہ رکھا اس لیے گیا ہے کہ چاہے تو پانی پیو چاہے تو وضو کرو، وہ پتہ نہیں ہے. عموماً کولر جو ہے پانی کے پینے کے لیے رکھے جاتے ہیں.
آپ اپنے لیے اسپرے باٹلس بھی نہیں کر سکتے.
اپنے لیے نہیں، اس میں سے نہیں، اپنے پینے کے لیے کر سکتے ہیں کسی اور کام، کیونکہ وہ اصل میں وقف جو چیز ہوتی ہے نا، وہ جس کام کے لیے وقف ہے بس اسی کام میں یوز ہو سکتی ہے. کوئی حرج نہیں، کوئی حرج نہیں.
تو صاحب ابھی ہم جب اس زمانے میں گئے تھے تو ہم لوگوں کی کوشش ہوتی تھی کہ ہم اپنے شوز وغیرہ کوئی حرم کے اطراف میں جو اندر کا جو حصہ وہاں پہ نہیں چھپا دیتے تھے. اب ہم جو ہم ان کے ساتھ جا رہے ہیں انہوں نے کہا کہ نہیں، ایک بیگ میں آپ تھیلی میں ڈال کے رکھ سکتے ہیں. یہ کیا بہت عظیم گناہ ہو جائے گا؟
نہیں،
کیونکہ آپ کے پاس دعا کی کتاب بھی اس بیگ میں ہے.
ہاں اس بیگ میں مت رکھیں دعا کی کتاب، یہ بات تو صحیح ہے.
تو انڈیویجول بیگس ہے تو ہم طواف کے دوران اپنے شوز کو کیری کر کے طواف کر سکتے ہیں.
ہاں کوئی حرج نہیں،
ایون دو آپ بالکل حرم کے برابر میں ہیں.
کوئی حرج نہیں. جی ہاں کر سکتے ہیں. اگر کہیں رکھ سکتے ہیں تو بہتر ہے، لیکن اگر مجبوراً ایسا کرنا پڑے تو کوئی حرج نہیں، منع نہیں ہے. صحیح.
اور آپ سب دیں گے دعا پلیز.
ہاں انشاءاللہ ہمیں یاد دلا دیجیے. ہم نیکسٹ ویکس پورا ویک ہم یہاں نہیں رہیں گے، ٹریول کریں گے، لیکن جیسے ہی واپس آئیں گے انشاءاللہ فوراً اس کو مہیا کر دیں گے آپ کے لیے. اور یہ پریزنٹیشن بھی ہم آپ کو ای میل بھی کر سکتے ہیں چاہیں تو. یہ شاید ویب سائٹ پہ تھا غالباً نا ہماری.
ڈال دوں گا میں آج
ہاں
شام میں ڈال دوں
لیکن یہ ہاں شاید یہ ہاں اس کو ڈال دیں آپ. اس میں اس کا ایک دو سلائیڈ آپ چینج کر دیں، یہ والی سلائیڈ ہٹا دیں چاہے تو ہٹا دیں گے ہم. یہ 2012 کا کلاس کا اعلان تھا، یہ اس وقت کا ہے، یہ 13 کا. ٹھیک ہے. تو ہاں ہم نے کہیں مس تو نہیں کیا، ہم نے دیکھا نہیں، اصل میں اس کو سائلنٹ پہ ڈالا ہوا تھا ہم نے.
اور سر یہاں پہ بہت سارے ایسے صابن وغیرہ بھی جو دیکھ رہے ہیں، ایون فریگرنس فری لکھا ہوا ہے، اس کے باوجود اس میں ہلکی ہلکی اسمیل ہے. اس کے لیے کیا کیا جائے؟ اور اگر جیسے احرام کو ہمیں رنس کرنا ہے یا واش کرنا ہے، بہت کم ایسے ڈٹرجنٹس ہیں جو کہ ایبسولوٹلی فریگرنس فری ہے، لیکن
وہاں ملتے ہیں.
ایبسولوٹ فریگرنس فری.
ہاں وہاں ملتے ہیں، یہاں بھی مل سکتے ہیں لیکن وہاں ملتے ہیں خاص ہوم میڈ.
کو دھونے کے لیے بھی
ہاں
اور خود کے استعمال کے لیے.
خود اپنے استعمال کے لیے ملتے ہیں.
اور اگر جیسے کسی نے ہمیں کہا کہ او دیکھو میں یہ صابن یوز کر رہی ہوں، غلطی سے اگر ہم نے سونگا جسٹ ٹو میک شیور کہ ہاں وہ کنفرم کرا لیں ہم سے کس طرح
غلطی سے کوئی حرج نہیں.
جیسے ان کو اپنے ہیلپ کرنے کے لیے.
ہاں ہاں جان کے نہیں کریں پھر. ٹھیک ہے. صلوات محمد علیہ وسلم. اور ان شاء اللہ آپ کے حج کو قبول فرمائے، اور جو مومنین حق کے مشتاق ہیں اور زیارات کے، اللہ ان کو جلد سے جلد موقع کرامت فرمائے کہ وہ اس عظیم الشان زیارت سے سرفراز ہو سکیں اور اس ثواب سے مستفیض ہو سکیں انشاءاللہ. پروردگار انشاءاللہ جلد سے جلد امام زمانہ کے ظہور میں تعجیل فرمائے، تاکہ انشاءاللہ ان کے حضور میں ہم سب حج انجام دے سکیں جو صحیح طریقے کا حج انشاءاللہ ہوگا. ان کے اعوان انصار میں اللہ ہم کو داخل شامل فرمائے. صلوات محمد و آل محمد.